Oh, look at that. There go Nicole. Oh my goodness, girl. I was expecting no one was gonna be up um for this late night live. Girl, let me tell you, when I tell you my body said I was gonna sleep tonight in minutes. So I was planning to go live around midnight and I I had this blending class, which was fun. It was with Megan. Oh, I forgot her last name. Oh my goodness. Andrews, Megan Andrews. So I do that class and I'm falling asleep. And I'm like, what in the world? You know, because I'm really interested in that class. And I was like, oh, and I'm not falling asleep during this class. I'm gonna stay awake. Girl, next thing I knew, it was like 2 something in the morning. I said, dang. So yeah, needless to say, I gotta go back because the class watched me instead of me watching it, which was the goal. You know? Can you hear me okay? I just want to make sure. Can you tell me if you hear me okay, Nicole? Girl, I didn't have a choice but to rest. I That was crazy. Yeah, I did. I did. Oh my goodness. But anyway, I am here, which I am happy to be here. Trying to make sure everything's set up. I think you can hear me because that would be your comment. I see that I have a big old sunspot on my. You thought so? You set an alarm and then so you something had to. Yes. Oh my gosh. I uh, my body said, nope, you were sick tonight. I don't know what's going on, why there's that big glare right there. Let me see if I can move it. But when I move it, hang on, let me see. Let me try something. Okay, there we go. It's that ring light. You know, I know how that ring light is. We need the light. And then the other ring light is over here, but it's needed. All right, I'm just gonna put something down there and that'll stop that from, that should stop that shine. Uh You can hear this. Okay, sweet. All right. So first, let me thank you all for coming and hanging out with me. This is awesome. You could have been anywhere else, like sleep or in a bed, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. If you do create something, please post it in the Facebook group in the upper left corner. There's a little QR code. You scan that, request, answer a few questions, and I'll let you in. It is a small community. I think it's like 227, I don't know, 220 something people in there, which is really cool. It's growing at a slow rate, which is good because that's manageable. Tamara is one of the admin for the group, and she's in the chat right now. And the admins have a lot of plans and a lot of really good ideas that are coming. So you'll see some posts and stuff from them soon. Please like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and share with friends. When you do that, that tells Facebook that you're interested. Facebook says, "Ooh, let me go find other people who might be interested," and then they share us, and then we get more friends, which is awesome. Um, and then there is a schedule, pretty much for for the days that I'm gonna go live. Will be posting that schedule inside of the Facebook group, so I don't want to take time in the video to explain it, but the schedule will be posted. It'll be my schedule, and then my friends, their schedules will also be posted in there as they post them, because everybody's free to post if they like. All right, so that being said, let's get started. So I have a really cool, fun hop I'm doing today. Ah, Tamara's awesome. I have a fun hop today. It's called the Odd Holiday Hop, which is really cool because so you learn more about holidays that you may or may not have known existed or knew before. So there were so many holidays. I wrote them all down, but I'm gonna tell you one. I already chose one, but there's National Women's Physicians Day. I have this beautiful stamp by Elizabeth Craft of this nurse, and I was like, oh man, that would be a perfect one to do. But I chose a different one. There's National Pizza Day. There's so many days. I'm only naming a few. Sweater Day. I was like, oh y'all know sweaters on my heart right there, right? There's homemade soup. Bubblegum Day. That would have been fun, but I don't. The image that I want is this little kid she's a girl. She's blowing bubblegum, but I don't know what that stamp is, so I'm not gonna spend time looking for it. There's Wear Red Day. That would have been an easy one for me because I love red, and I thought about like having a black and white image and then just that outfit in red, like up in front and center and popping. There's ice cream for breakfast day. That would have been fun, putting ice cream on like a waffle with some bacon and eggs, whatever. Anyway, there's send a card to a friend day, which I have a hard time doing. So I thought that would be a good one. I had to give it to my husband because I can make a card for a friend and send it out, and I got a few to send out. But one I'm definitely sending out this week. She knows who she is. That one's going out. There's National Make a Friend Day. I thought that would have been a cool one. Latte Day. I have stuff to make that one. But the one that I chose, the winner, drum roll, is National Umbrella Day, and that is February 10th. So I knew that I had a lot of stamps and dyes for umbrellas. So there's a specific dye that I want to use. So fun. I do too. I love those celebrations too, Tamara. There's a specific one I want to use, and it's by Stamping Up. And I'm hoping I can find it. That's not it. That's the rectangles that I'm gonna use. Oh wait, that's circles. No. I'm hoping I can find it because it's anytime I don't need it, it's right here. But the second that I need it, boy, let me tell you, these dyes disappear. It's like they form like some type of revolution, and they're like, yeah, no, we're not going to perform for you today, Drea. You're not gonna get what you want. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, listen here, you little, you know what I mean? So we just go through that. But let me see if I can find that die. If not, I have a lot of umbrella stamps. That's why I chose that one because I know that even if I don't find that one, I have another one because Tim Holtz has an umbrella, Ella, A that I can use. And I know that one's in this same hail, but I'm really hoping to find the one I want. I love umbrellas. Oh yeah, that they're getting it. I know because they're so cool. Like I just think umbrellas are just the coolest accessory you can have. And then I like how beautiful they make a lot of them, like the designs and stuff. I'm like, oh, and this one, if I could find it, I could use like a pattern paper or anything. So I am hoping I can find it. Tamara, I had a question for you. Did you get the set from from our girl Stacy? Did you get that one that had that those beautiful butterflies? That is so pretty. I just feel like everybody should have that set. Look at that. Not a gorgeous set. Did you get that one? That was like a few weeks ago, I think. I think it might have been a month ago. I don't know. But God, why didn't you get it? You should have told me. Oh, it's so pretty. I think it might have sold out. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna go check. Um. Oh, I know, but when I tell you that one prints out, like it cuts well. I asked myself the same question. Don't get me wrong, I did, but it does cut pretty good, and it came with what did it come with? I think it came with these flowers and these words, and let's see. think it came with a, I mean, but no, and oh my gosh, and her demonstrations are like crazy. So if you don't know who we're talking about, Nicole, because I don't want to leave you out in the like, what are they talking about? We're talking about Stacy, scrapbooking made simple. She demonstrates these products that she sells in her stores, and one of them, that was one of them with the butterflies, and she just, and like how we don't want stuff until we see it demonstrated. I know you know how that is. I know you know how that is. It's crazy. But I also have this lady with the umbrella, but I used her the other day. But listen, I don't mind using her again because I love Elizabeth Craft. So I got that umbrella. If push come to shove. If I can't find the other one, I'm still not giving up hope because I got all these bins, and what happens is when I'm done creating, I think I even have a La La Land one. But when I'm done creating, I put them in these bins beside me in hopes that I don't lose them. And I always end up losing them, but I lose them in the bins. You know what I mean? So, so hopefully it's in this bin that I'm going to find it. I'm gonna find you. Yep, yeah. So she always makes us want stuff. But look, let me show you. This is the nursing one I was talking about, and this would have been a good one too. And of course, it's by Elizabeth Craft. But check that out. Elizabeth Craft is becoming one of my favorite artists. Look how amazing that stamp is. That would have been cool to use for Nurses Day, and also I had a Service Day, Thankful Day, and that would have been good to use to thank a service person. Isn't that cool? Contain losing is safer than exactly. I get yes. All right. Yes. See, y'all get me. Let me put that ticker up just to make sure. Oh, I don't need it up because they can just do a chat replay. See, I love nurses. My mom was too. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It's backbreaking work. I remember her oh, seeing my mom and her back hurting like every day. She was it was backbreaking work. I have so much respect for nurses. I got more respect for nurses than I do for doctors. And nurse practitioners, oh my gosh, I love them so much. They're like my favorite, favorite people in the entire world. I had three surgeries, and I have gained so much more respect for them with these three. Girl, let me tell you, I had a nurses come in my room. I was like, come on in here and sit down. I was like, oh my gosh, girl, you are working. Please just sit down. And she'd be like, oh, I can't do that. I said, listen, ain't nobody coming up in here. Sit down. Get some rest for a second. I mean, cause you can see their back hurting. Um, and she appreciated that, you know what I mean? And no one ever know which nurse it was, but she did come in and sit for a few minutes, and she appreciated that. She like, girl, thank you. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. I was like, you, I mean, cause like she was like, you know, like telling me to um she wanted to change the sheets and this, that, and other. And I'm like, girl, I know how backbreaking that is. She's like, girl, I gotta change them. And I was like, all right. So I try to get my husband to help as much as I can. you know, 'Cause they do. They work. Oh my gosh. You better thank that nurse. She doing all that stuff for you. 'Cause they are wonderful. It is a wonderful profession. And I just love them. I don't know. I got this other nursing one too. Of course, I'm finding all the ones about nurses, the one I didn't choose. Because I was like, oh, how many umbrella days do you get? I'm telling you, it's in this thing. I just saw it. But anyway, I got a backup umbrella. I also have Tim Holtz, his little umbrella one that he has. I just really want to find that one. My oh, there was also National Playground Day, and I was like, oh, I got stuff for that. If I would have done that one, I would have done I would have used this cute set right here. Look how cute this set is. The world would be lost without them. You right about that. Look at that cute set and them playing outside. So I would have chose that one. But I didn't choose them. I chose the one that would give me a challenge of finding it. And I know I love challenges. I just didn't know to what extent. But let me tell you, I love them. Must be a lot because I'm in the second pile that I have. I have another one. Believe it or not, how was you guys' day? You guys that got to stay awake for the day. Oh my gosh. When I tell you, my body said good night. Like I was even sitting up fighting it. That's the thing. I was sitting up. I sat up because I was like, I'm going to watch this. And my body said, okay, nice. You're gonna sit up, you still gonna fall asleep. And when I tell you in this chair, I passed out. I know, sandbox time. No, no. Let's see, let's check this. Let's check this bin. In here. And it's a picket fence one. And picket fence, you know, is amazing. I'm like, no, it's not. It's a Stampin' Up one. The Stampin' Up one is amazing. It's just the dies. All right, I'm probably got to use this lady again, who is amazing. So it's not a big deal. I just really wanted, um, let me see. I really wanted a different one. Let me see. I'm in another bin. I don't know. This one might have promise, y'all. Oh, I love you. Let's see. You know what it promises? Everything else, but I got, yep, everything. Let me see. There's, oh wait, there's another umbrella one. Go across the room. I tell you, I think I got an awesome new umbrella one too. I love umbrellas, and I generally will grab every umbrella one I can find. Let's see. I might go over there and see if that umbrella's over there. Hang on. Oh, and I think May has an umbrella. She does have an umbrella. Hang on. Might go to May. All right, May might save the day. Maybe it's May's day to save. May has a whole All right, we're going into May pal, y'all. You really got anything done yesterday after the live? You decided to try to sleep more, and you woke up at 7, felt worse, and so you just oh no, yeah. See, that's what sad to me. If I'm gonna take the time to sleep, then it needs to be worth it. Like I need to, like when I tell you this put me to sleep, it was definitely worth it. But I didn't purposely go to sleep. I fell, like I fell. But if I would go to sleep and wake up, you know, refreshed, because I did, I was like, oh wow. I was also shocked that I was asleep, but it 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 didn't take away. But I hate the sleeps that I wake up from, and I'm like groggy. Like I'm like, why am I groggy? That's not even my nature. But all right, so look, so she's got May. That's an umbrella. I could do like a whole beach scene with that one and the blanket. And these all go to a different kit. Let me find that kit that they go to. let's see. You started working on a scrapbook layout. Pics of your niece and their candy corn. Oh, so cute. I know that is cute. Uh, I like looking at their little, because I don't do Halloween. I don't. This is not a thing I do. But my kids love Halloween, so they love to dress. So we had one rule, and you could not be anything scary. I had a son who wanted to be Scream. I was like, yep, nope, that's not happening. But oh, this is the one it goes to. And I could do a basket. See this basket? So that basket, all these are like the additional toppers to that basket. So I can have the basket, the umbrella like hanging out, and any one of these things in the umbrella. But so I'd have to do a little bit of masking, but that's okay. We get some words. But see, we love the basket, so we love the basket. All right, then already the new direction is going the right way. But so they love to dress, and he wanted to do Scream one year, and I was like, absolutely not. The rule was you couldn't do anything that was like scary or of course, you know, I'm a Christian, so couldn't be demonic or anything. So they so my daughter, she was usually like a princess. We would dress her up, of course. And then my sons would be all sorts of stuff. They get as close as they could get. Like, you know, there would be a werewolf, but it would be a friendly werewolf because I just can't. So they'd be a werewolf, but they'd be you know, some cute, usually characters like superheroes and stuff like that. I'm down with that, y'all. I'm down with that. All right, let's see. Okay, so we got an umbrella. We got a way to go. I'm just looking to see if I have any sentiments that I might want to use. Let me put that right there. Thankful, grateful. So it's not the direction I was planning on going in, but may never fails. So y'all know. Apple. Flowers. Then it's in here. It is. Let's see. We don't do Halloween decor, but at our favorite music park in Pennsylvania at Halloween time, they don't scare either. Good. Halloween night, the kids, they were thing 3. Mom with the cat hat, they won. Oh, nice. We won too. Like we used to win too. There was one point we would win every year. Because we did the makeup of our daughter, our princess, and all of that like ourselves. And she used to win all the time. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. She won one year. She did her own stuff. When they became older, though, I couldn't stop them, of course, from scary stuff. And she was like, one of them was a vampire or somebody. I don't even know. But, you know, that was them. They got to grow how they grow. Okay. All right. So we're going to do. Okay. So these are going to be the sentiments, depending on which one we choose. Trying to see if there was something in this one. Nope. Okay. You go back under there. All right. All right. We got a way ahead. Let's work on our background. The quote reminds me of what quote? Okay, hold on. What quote reminds you of me? I love quotes. So if I'm a quote, I love it. Oh, it's, I love working on these. Stacy, of course, got me into these, but that goes. That's what I was looking for earlier. Goes with. One, one cannot consent to creep when one has an impulse to soar. Ha ha! Yes, yes, indeed. All right, y'all saw I just have, oh, there they are. Okay, I just have my papers. I think I'm gonna do a one layer, which y'all know I love. So it's gonna be a one layer card, and I'm gonna mask. So actually, because I'm gonna mask, I'm gonna have to work on the other one. My actual these gel plates, I didn't think I was gonna use them. I've had this one for like 3 years. And all it took was Stephanie to change my mind, and now I'm loving it. Oh my gosh. And she uses it for everything. She doesn't just use it for um, a lot of people use it for mixed media. She uses it for pretty much everything. So I'm gonna keep that under my desk. That's where that's gonna stay because it's gonna become a staple. It's apparently not as deep under my desk as I thought. Let me try it right there. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna use back and forth between the larger Misty and the smaller Misty. I'm trying to see what I'm doing first. Uh, let's try this one first. I try to use it the smallest as much as possible because then it really fits in the scene. Okay, let's do some cutting. Yes, indeed, we're cutting. Cut this down to a regular size. Let's see, because right now it is 5. Oh, it's not exactly 5 1/4. So I need to cut it to 5 1/4 by, 5.5 to 4.25, which is A2 size. And how many paper oh girl. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Cause yep. Yep, that y'all might be here a while. Guess 7. That's a good starting guess. That's a good starting guess. I can tell you it might be a little more than that. Just a little though. Let that dry. Because like I wondered if I have more trimmers or more platform. I think I have more trimmers than I do. I have a lot of different platforms because I tried so many, but I think I have a lot more trimmers because of Stampin' Up and because I kept getting their trimmers. Yep, about 10. Your second guess would have been more on point. I like trimmers and I cannot lie. Boom, 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 boom. They came in with this itty bitty. All right, so I think I'm gonna draw a ground. So we're gonna draw a platform. We're gonna have a basket. We're gonna have what should we have in the basket? We got a basket of Easter eggs, a basket of snacks. There's bread and grapes and drinks. There's a basket of flip flops and beach stuff, pumpkins, sunflowers, and regular flowers. Which one do you think? Oh, I'm gonna put that down. That's gonna be our flooring. Anyway, what do you think? Which what do you want a basket of? Snacks, eggs, beach stuff, pumpkins, flowers, sunflowers, flowers. Which one, ladies? Which one? I can do my own crops. True. True. True, 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 true. All right, which one wins? Snacks? I'm probably leaning towards snacks. But let's see which ones you guys say. Tamara likes the eggs and Easter's coming. All right, so let's do some eggs. Eggs or sunflowers? Ooh. Ooh. Mmm. You didn't make that easy at all. Snacks. 2 for snacks. That wins. Okay. All right, we'll go with snacks. Woo! Girl, I was about to sweat. All right, so we're gonna put. All right, let me see. Let's get some. I don't know how my scissors lately have been disappearing. It doesn't make sense because I have a magnet that I always think I remember to catch it on there, but I guess I don't. Oh, I changed positions last night. I put it in a cup. Okay. I remember doing it too. As soon as I saw it, I remember doing it. I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. See, I like creating live with you guys because one thing is if I was by myself, if I was doing this and I wasn't live, I would have taken the time to go find that other die and I would have spent a lot of time finding the other die. And then I wouldn't have explored this option. See what I'm saying? So this gives I like the exploration that we get from doing it together. I'm doing it with you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. So I'm gonna build the scene with dice first, and then we'll figure everything out. All right, so we're gonna have definitely want the flooring. So I want this basket. I'm sorry, that floor, that blanket, and then we're gonna have how many cards? I only have one to make, and I said depending on how much energy I had, I might make my craft roulette card, but we're gonna focus on one card. One card. That's for sure. That's what we'll say. This. Then we'll put the basket like that. So I do this because this helps me figure out how I want to mask out my project. Like what thing do I have to put down first? What thing do I need to put down next? All that fun stuff. It helps me with order. And then the snacks will go up there. And then the umbrella keeps out kind of right there. Then that's going to leave us room for text right there. Let me see. What is this? I don't know what that is. It's not bread. It looks like a towel. Maybe it's a towel. It comes off like that. I don't know. Then there's fruit that could come off the side. And then, yep, there's an ant, but he is not invited to the party, so he will not be making it. Oh, you said a pillow. Oh, that makes sense. All right, I'm not gonna use the pillow. That would just be overkill, but that's cute. And then I have to decide if I want rope over the basket. Would be like that. And that stuff would stick out. So if I had the rope, the umbrella's gonna be over the rope, and so is the food. So these would have to be masked first because, well, no, these would be masked first because the rope will come behind it. All right, so that will go there. All right. Oh, he is not invited to that party. New picnic spots have blanket pillows. Oh, really? Wow. That's cool. So the rope will come there. And then, aw, the text could be sending a basket of love. It's cute. I'm assuming that's like a tag or something. This little thing right there. There's a handkerchief that can hang out of the basket. Hang out on the side. Let's see. He is not invited to the party. I don't know how in the world people let him hang out because he ain't. But I might have a handkerchief hang out like that. And I might not do the watermelon. All right. So let's get to masking. We got to build this scene. All right. So first, cut this down. You know, ants always be trying to come to the party. They don't. The thing with them is they don't bring anything. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how they think they're invited anyway. And they're just so annoying. But then their feelings get hurt when you don't invite them. Crazy, right? Crazy. Okay. All right. Let's build out some stuff. Let's build out some stuff, shall we? We're gonna put this down here. We're gonna take this off because this is our main. This is our main bag, baby. Our main bag. And this is our scene builder. Cool thing about when you're building a scene, doesn't have to be perfect. Only thing we want are those outlines. And a lot of people use masking. You're gonna see I'm not gonna use any masking tape. I do sometimes, but I don't have to all the time. I actually find that I like this way a lot better sometimes. Hang on. I put my inks in the wrong order. And the way I have them in here, it's hard to pull it out. Hang on. I must have been tired last night. I wouldn't do that, but I did it. Knowing it's hard to pull this out. I got one of those, those ink carousels, the one that I need something else. Hold on. One of those ones that are still, what is it called? Still something. And so there we go. And they're made for a certain type of ink. They're made for this type. And they have like these, they have like a little dip in the bottom and you can pull it out. Well, if you put this type in the bottom one doesn't have the little hole thing. So it's hard to pull it out because it gets all up deep in there. So what I'm saying probably made no sense to you, but that's what it is. that's, that's what's happening. All right. So I'm going to find an ink that I don't really like. Not that I don't like it. It's just not my favorite. Or maybe not that I don't even like it. Maybe one that I just don't use a lot. I'm gonna use this one. So I love this ink, but the reason I don't use it a lot is the top is broke and I got a new one. So it's indispensable for me. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is start building this out. Hang on. There we go. And then I try to be as efficient with paper as I can, meaning I try to use as much as I can so that love paper. I love paper, y'all. I love it. Okay. I didn't always. I didn't really understand the power of paper. And now I do. All right. Who was I driving crazy the other day? Because oh, nothing came out. Are you dry, Mr. Inkpad? No. Let's try that again. Maybe it's too light. Ah, okay. That's why I don't use this one. All right. Well, let's choose a different one. Ants take their jobs. They do. They do. And you know, and I agree, and I think it's wonderful of them. And I don't want to mess up their thing that they got going. I just don't want them on my stuff. You know what I mean? Like I have nothing against them. I do when they're bothering me, but I have nothing against them doing their thing, you know, because they should do their thing. But stop ruining my picnic. Hold on, I gotta grab something so you can see my crazy arm. Okay. Stop ruining my picnic, you know? If I didn't invite you to the, oops, sorry guys. If I didn't invite you to the party, don't be coming to my party, ants. Okay. All right. You know? Okay, so that ink didn't work because I'm gonna use this ink. And the thing with this ink is this was Memento ink, and I accidentally poured Versified in it when I was refilling it. So now it's become the XX ink. So it's the ink that I use if it's not one that I can, you know, use normally. So I'm just gonna use it till I use it out. Okay, there's one. I'll cut that out in a minute. Here. Let the masking begin. Mask party. Boop, doo, 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 doo. Doo, 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 doo. All right, and then don't hate me because I'm beautiful. Okay. I wish we could play music. Like, wouldn't that be so cool? You know, YouTube. If I was a singer, like a real singer, I'd be like a it does happen. Tamara. Oh, so crazy. I'd be like a crazy, like I'd just be singing throughout the whole thing. It's different. I mean, I do sing now, but I'm talking about if I was a real singer who had rights to like the music and stuff. It'd be crazy. All right. Oops. There we go. Okay. So now I got these all temporarily stamped. They are ready for fussy cutting. Y'all know I don't like fussy cutting as much because they just don't make the tools for me, but we're going to do this. All right. Because when we do this, you'll see it'll allow us to build the scene that we want to build. And we'll know exactly where stuff goes. And we'll have a mask that we can use at any point in time. Because I keep these. That's why I like doing it on paper. The reason people don't like doing the mask on paper is because paper has a little thickness. And so it doesn't allow them to get really in the, they have to press harder and, you know, and when you do those little thin masks, you don't have to worry about any, they're more accurate, you know, but I like these because they're more durable, uh, reusable. So are the thin ones, but these just work for me. And they're on the regular paper. And it doesn't have to be perfect because so it's not going to be perfect. It's just masking off its purpose. And some people don't go through this stuff at all, and that's cool for them. But I am still old school. Like I still sketch. Um, I still believe in sketches. I still make my students do sketches before they turn in their work. I need to see that they've gone through the process. And I feel like this helps me go through the process. Of course, you can't do it for every card because if you got quick cards, it's quick turnaround or whatever. I got to take the time to do that. Um, but if I got time, guess what? I'm gonna do my sketching. It also, like, mistakes happen when you don't have this. Like, for instance, even as much as I do this, there are times that I mask in the wrong order, and I'm like, ah, darn it, why'd I do that? You know, like if I would have only gone through the process and taken out the few minutes and did my sketches, this would not have happened. So I've learned that one time too many in trying to rush projects. So now, if I have time, this is considered my sketching process for me. Don't hate me cause my girl's a 10. Don't hate me cause I'm beautiful. All right, let's see. See if we can get closer in here. I'm getting better as a lefty though at maneuvering this right hand world of crafting. These scissors, I love. They come the closest to what I need, but they're not the bigger ones. Oh my gosh, are perfect, but they're too big. And I watch Bitty Penny, man. She be maneuvering those big old scissors she got. She uses them for everything, for fussy cutting. I'm like, oh, I want to get to that point because those scissors are so amazing. Like they cut like butter, butter, baby. You know the big scissors I'm talking about, right? These the big spellbinders. I did not think any scissor was worth me paying. I think these are like 20, 20, 24. I don't know. They were 20 something dollars. Oh, these are the best scissors ever. And I'd heard Jennifer talk about it. I heard um um Gina talk about it. I heard um uh who else? Christian Werner. I heard Kathy, all of them talk about it, and still I avoided them all these years. And finally, last year they went on sale, and I was like, and I was frustrated with the scissors I had, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna get them, and I got them, and oh, it was the best decision I ever made. Oh, it was a good decision. It was such a good decision. I mean, it's up there right next to childbirth. You know what I'm saying? Having children, it was definitely a good decision to get those scissors. So, um, they are my faves, and they are expensive, but they do go on sale. And here's how bad it is: if they go on sale again, I am getting another pair. They are so good. I would get a pair that I would keep in my craft bag, cause this one does not leave my house. I don't put it in a craft bag, I don't put it anywhere, it's sacred. But if I got another one, then I'd put it in my craft bag and I'd have it everywhere I go, cause they are that good. I'm not even exaggerating. I really, and everybody, you know what, they must be though, because everybody gets them says the same exact thing, so or that I know that I've gotten them. I haven't heard anything negative. Their reviews are high on Amazon, on pretty much everywhere. They're so good. So good, guys. So good. Ugh. Don't hate me cause I'm beautiful. Hate me 'cause the fussy cutting wars. All right. Okay. 2 items cut. This umbrella, I'm gonna have to put some tape on it because I cut it too close on the edge, and I'm gonna end up losing my stem. Hang on. I don't think that tape's gonna help at all, but you know, hey, what can you do? Ah, Tamara asked Nicole a question. Nicole, what's inspiring your crafts today? Are you working on anything now, or are you like laying in bed just contemplating the rest of this day, what it's gonna be like? Mm, mm. Tamara, what you working on? Are you working on anything now, or are you laying down? I know the sleep monster got both of us today, so I mean, when I tell y'all, I was sitting in the chair. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I missed the blending class. I saw some of it, but I gotta go back and watch it. I mean, when I woke up, YouTube was on a blank screen. I was knocked out. My family would be happy though. They won't be happy that I was in a chair. 'Cause I mean, it took me out in my chair. I thought, surely, you can't take me out in my chair. Let me tell y'all something. That's a lie. Yes, it can. Just watching me and thinking of embellishments for the layout you talked about earlier. Awesome. What you doing, Tamara? You fall back asleep? The sleep monster get you? You know, I've had times where I'll go through this process and mask it and still would do it wrong because my mind will confuse something. Let's hope tonight's not that night, you know? All right, let's see. Oh, I'm beautiful. The cool thing about this and this process, like I said, I'll always have these things because I store them right in the packaging with it. So, like the next time I go to do this, I'll have this mask. And the cool thing with Maymay though is she gives you the digital cut file. So if I wanted to put this on a Cricut and had a Cricut cut it out, I could, you know, and I could have done that. If I'd thought about this in advance, I might have. But I also, even as much as I talk about fussy cutting, I love this process because to me, this process gets me in it sets up my mood for creativity, you know, for creating stuff. I didn't know. I didn't know. It's crazy talk. It's crazy talk. Hey, Taisha. What's up, lady? What are you doing awake? Are you crafting or are you just hanging out? What's up with you and your world? Oh, I asked you what you're doing awake, but I don't know what time it is. Where are you? Where are you and what time is it where you are? Taisha, I was telling them that the sleep monster got me. I'm usually on much earlier than this, but I was knocked out in a chair, sitting up. Like, how does that happen? It happened. Go. Here we go, yo. Here we go. All right, that's fussy cut out. Last thing the fussy cut. That made an interesting shape right there. Shame I got to cut it out. I would have actually kept that. Did something with it in the future, but whatever. Drea, what's the 12-hour challenge you're doing for card clubs? Oh, okay. So, Lynn of LV Handcrafted has has put a challenge to make as many cards as we can. So, for kids for Cubs, and we have like a lot of uh different designers. So I'm hosting 1 hour where we're gonna make cards. Um, and then I'm on other people who are also hosting their hours where we're gonna make cards. So we're gonna make cards, and at the end, you can either a lot of people are gonna donate their cards or send their cards to them, but you don't have to. But if we can get a lot of cards, that would be great. Like if you guys, whoever watches, is making cards at the same time, that would be kind of cool to give a big donation of cards from all of us. But it's gonna be fun. I think I'm doing 3 total. So that's 3 hours out of the 12 hours I'll be on at different times. You're in Indiana, it's 428. The sleep monster got you. Yeah, I see. Man, that sleep monster is crazy. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Um, but yeah. So what I'm doing, uh, did that answer your question, Tamara? What I'm doing now is I made a mask because I'm gonna do a 1 layer card and it's gonna be masking. So I cut out the different things that I want to use so that I can see exactly how I need to mask this. So I know that I want to have a basket and the basket's not gonna be front because there are things that I'm gonna want out in front of it. For instance, um, if I have this handkerchief hanging out, and when you build a back mask, you gotta build it uh backward. Oh, y'all let me forget about the rug. Yeah. All right. So now I gotta move this basket up. So all right. So I got the carpet, magic carpet ride, when the genie comes in. And all right, so I got a carpet. And then I'm gonna want this basket. It's gonna go behind there. And then I want the handkerchief hanging out. I want the umbrella come on top. Maybe like that. Maybe like that. It's gonna be in the front no matter what. And then this food is going to be like this. So we know if this is the picture that I want, we got to build this backward. So that would mean that the food would be the first thing I stamp, and then the basket, and then the carpet. Well, wait. Yeah, then the carpet, then the handkerchief, because the handkerchief's going to be behind here. Then um, the handle. And lastly would be the umbrella, because the umbrella's going to be hanging out the basket. I think I want the umbrella more prominent though. So hang on, let me see. Thanks, Nicole. I want the umbrella to be like, I want the umbrella to be in front of, kind of want to stick it out like that. The umbrella's going to shield the food, not the basket. So hang on. Okay. So I want the umbrella to be over the rope. So that means the umbrella has to be stamped before the rope. Okay. So I'm going to take a picture of it so that I know what order. Oops. Back on it. I have a light that anytime I unplug my phone, it goes out. So let me take this picture real quick and then I'll deal with that. Turn that light back on. Okay. All right. Here we go. Every little thing. Okay. All right. So there's our order. And see, this is where if I had saran wrap, I could just lift it all off at once, but I don't. I gotta do this. This here. Put it off to the side so I can see it. Okay. And the handkerchief hangs off like that. Okay, here we go. All right, so front and center should be this one. Did I save your number in my phone? No, I probably didn't even go look at that yet. Hang on. No, I haven't looked at it yet. I'm gonna, girl. I'm gonna. I don't think so. I actually think that, like, when I go places, I send my friends my itinerary, because if anything happens, I know good and well. Like, if I was going somewhere, I would send Tamara my itinerary. Like, Tamara, this is where I'm going, girl. I send my friends my location because, you know, when I go to California, I got a friend who she always hangs out with me and this, that, and other, but we're still in, California, whatever. And so she'll drop me off at the room or whatever, and then she'll walk back to her car. And I'm like, girl, send me your location so I can make sure everything's okay, and that you make it home safe or whatever. So yeah, we do that all the time. All the time. Okay. All right, let's. The only thing is with masking, you have to color and create everything then and there, because you put that up. I was gonna do watercoloring tonight. I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting what I was doing last night. Okay. So alcohol markers are wonderful, but you guys are going to see a shift happen soon because what I don't like about alcohol markers is that it's alcohol, and as beautiful as it looks when you do it, it fades. The fade is too quick, and I can't take that fade. So, I mean, I'll still be doing alcohol markers. Don't get me wrong, but I have been looking into other non-fading things, and acrylic does not fade. So I think I want to master acrylic markers. And things like what else doesn't fade? Oh, and these Eagle Talon watercolor markers don't fade because they're made with acrylic, or they're made with inks. So I'm looking more into, because you know, I want to preserve stuff. I don't do this for my health, I do it because I want to preserve stuff. So I'll be using different mediums, but I love using different mediums anyway. So that should really come as no shock to anyone. But like, I hate looking at a project a few days later and it's faded. That just drives me crazy. Okay, Nicole, I need to first take it out the just weird kidnapped exactly with the Cricut Design Space. Oh, there you go, Nicole. We got somebody else too. I need to first take it out of the box. I can help with that too. If Drea has it, I'll ask her for it. It's nice to grow friendship and aware of a crafty. Oh, me too, for sure. But absolutely. But yes, I'm looking into different mediums. My only issue with acrylic paint is I don't think it's the safest environmentally. If I remember it right, I think there are issues with some acrylics. I gotta look into that. I feel like it just got Christmas, so opening March is like super. Yeah, man. She sent me the picture. Tamara sent me the picture of the stuff that she has to open, and that wasn't even everything that she got. This is like the recent stuff that she has to open. Oh my gosh, I would be overwhelmed. I get it. I get it completely. Cause I get overwhelmed too. I'd be like, oh. I remember I used to give my kids so much stuff for Christmas, and I'd be the one overwhelmed. They'd be overwhelmed too. And I started just paying attention to that, and I was like, okay, nope. More is not always the answer. Yeah, it is. It is. You want it all, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna get it. I got this big box coming. You get all excited, and then it gets here, and then your heart's like, oh my gosh, that's overwhelming. What the heck am I gonna do with all that? Where am I gonna put all that? Yeah, I've been there. So I think once I'm done with my sets, which I have a whole bunch, so we're talking years, I'm sure, of alcohol markers, I'm going to more than likely um be getting more acrylic and stuff like that, depending on the research. I got research to do, but more so than alcohol. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Oh no, 'cause they gotta sell you stuff. Yeah, no. All they say is more, which is how I got into this mess. It's more. And I'm like, yeah, no. Nope, you don't need more. You don't need it. That's what I had to tell myself. You don't need it, Drea. Don't get sucked in. I mean, I'll still get sucked in, don't get me wrong, but I'm much better than I was. Much better than I used to be. You know, with age comes wisdom. With experience comes wisdom. With lessons comes wisdom. You know, all that. No, more is not the answer. Yeah. YouTube says, hey, get it off. Get it off. Bet you can't catch them all. Bet you can't. Then they dare you. They dare you. They be like, ooh, ooh, girl. Let me tell you what you need in your living room. Bet you never thought of this. It's funny. Alcohol markers cost so much. They cost more than acrylic markers, but the acrylic markers are actually last longer, and they keep their color way longer. So I'm really looking into swapping. They're just harder to control, but that's why that's a goal now. My goal is to learn to master and control the acrylic markers. Then I can teach it to other people the easy ways. I'm gonna go through um, all the harsh learning curve stuff and see how I can make it easier. Because as a teacher, that's always my goal. They are alcohol, yeah, and they're really good. I love them, but you know, you can't help it. If you look at alcohol, what does it do? It evaporates, so it's going to evaporate. It's going to do its thing. It's just also has the acrylic ones. I have their acrylic ones. I have to master them though, but I do have them. No. You want to keep using your King Art markers. Oh, they're so good. They're so good. It's just a fade. And Tombow and a Hoo Hoo and now Ecoline. You have a marker factory. You become a colorist. Yes. So, my favorite out of everything you said is gonna be the Ecoline because of those are the ones I'm gonna explore the most. Because they don't fade. That's um that's so golden for me right now. I haven't mastered them yet though. I'm going to. They've become a goal on my list. Living my life like it's golden. But Tamara, if you're just beginning, I would master the Ego Talons. I would master the stuff that Stacy shows because she is showing the artistic stuff. And if you want stuff that's gonna last, that's gonna be the way to go. I coming into this crafting from graphic design, I didn't know that. If I would have understood that, then that's what I would have mastered. I would have probably still mastered alcohol markers, but not to the extent of um not as hard as I went because I would be more focused on the ones that are like because that's what I mean when I tell you that drives me crazy, and it might not drive the average person crazy, it might not. But for me, if I'm creating something, I do want to go back and look at it, like say a year later and say, oh my gosh, I remember when I created that and not look at it fading. Like it drives me crazy. The fade, no, the quickness at which these things fades is I'm just not a fan of, just drives me crazy. I'm like, man, I just created that a few days ago. Why is it fading? An average person might not even recognize it. Like if I send it out to somebody, they'd be like, oh, this is great. But me, I'd be like, I don't even want to send that. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, oh, why? Why is that fade? It drives me crazy. So I think if I master these ego talents and they don't fade, then I might be happy. I'd be like, ooh, I gotta send that out. I want to send that out to people. Look at that basket. Isn't that cute? Look. See, I want it to stay like that forever. You know? To me, the purpose of mastering the color is for you to have something that lasts, but it doesn't last. Like, for instance, what did I create the other day? Like, I created this the other day. You're not going to be able to tell through that, but it's already fading and it drives me crazy. I hate the fade. Nobody else will see it, but I know because I was here when I created it. And I don't like when stuff fades like that. So anyway, yes, yes, I'm picky. Yes. Okay, so you got that. That's the basket. And now on top of the basket is gonna be the food. So, but let me think this through. because underneath that, I want this to hang. Okay, that would be under though. Okay, cool. Yep. So the food. Yeah, yeah. And like I said, I know I can send it and somebody be like, "Oh, I love it." And that's great. It's just I would be like, "Oh." But I'm still sending it. I got a card coming to you. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's get the food. And then everything else falls behind, which is okay. That makes sense. I wonder we put because I think I'm gonna go in just a little bit. Just a skosh over. It's gonna pick up the paper, and that's okay. Also, change the game too. Is standing up to craft. I used to sit and craft. Well, I still sit and craft, but I used to sit and craft all the time, even when masking. But standing up gives me that advantage of being able to see exactly. There we go. Where stuff's gonna fall, and then you can see. Look at the mask. That's the little bit that went over it. What's that little top part? Okay. So let's color some of this stuff. Let's see. I think the thermos, since it's Valentine's Day, should be a version of red. I just feel it in my soul. You want winter to disappear. Oh, I know. I know. It's like the ant. You did not invite it. Why does it still come around? I get it. I'm like, what? Why are all these uninvited visitors? Like those gnats, those fruit flies be coming. I'll be like, listen, I don't want to take your life. I don't want to take any life, but you can't be in here. You can't be in here. You got all outside and you want your cake and eat it too. No, stay outside, fruit fly. Stay outside, fruit flies. Don't come up in my castle. You know what I'm saying? You ain't paying rent. Like at least if they gonna come in, then they could at least say, "Hey, let me drop a few dollars for you." You know what I'm saying? I know you're struggling this month. Let me help you out. But they don't. They just want to come in and take your food and eat it, and not just like children. You know what I'm saying? But I gave birth to the children, so they can stay. The fruit flies can't stay. I got to draw the line somewhere, and I draw that line at fruit flies, y'all. I'm not feeding them. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse to feed the fruit fly. This will not. This is a what is it? I always want to be the Kool-Aid mom, but not to fruit flies. No, I draw the line. Fruit flies and flies, get out. When I lived in Maryland, I couldn't get rid of fruit flies. They are ruthless. That's what I'm saying. They are. I'm like, oh no. So here's the deal, Tamara. I studied. When I tell you, when I want something gone, this is how like teachers, if they really went by the interest of the child, they would get so much stuff done. Because when I tell you, I can write a book report on fruit flies, on how to get rid of them, on all that, because I studied the heck out of what things get rid of them. And so I can get rid of them, of course, they talk about the vinegar um and I learned about like how vinegar will get rid of them, but if you do vinegar and soap, because soap draws them down and drowns them. And I was like, oh, and I learned so much, and I was like, such a cruel death to have. When you have so many fruit flies, they got to go. They got to go. Death, death, death. So I put the little soap in there. I was in an apartment. I was like, what's happening here? I lived all over. They were wild. He said, yeah, they are wild over here. Oh my gosh, they are. Ugh, but they got to go. You know what I'm saying? They got to go. I don't care about their life story. And then to find out that they reproduce every like 2 days. So and it's not like you can be like, oh, it's no brothers and sisters, they are reproducing all the time. So if you see 2 fruit flies, they got to go because they can reproduce. I'm like, oh no, because I used to be like, how are they still here? If you're killing them at the rates that we're killing them, how are they still here? It's because all it takes is 2. They reproduce, and now we got a problem. So I was like, okay, well, I need to solve this problem for good. So I keep, I have that vinegar, apple cider vinegar, because they can't help, but they can't help it with apples. Like they have to uh have it. So that would definitely draw them to it. Um, my husband has light zappers outside though, but that'll help them to it. And the and the soap. Girl, they love apartments. I'm like, I get it. I'd probably want to be in here, not out there, but you can't be here. And like I said, if they was to kick a few dollars out, I might be nicer. I might be like, well, you are paying me a few dollars to live here. So I might give you an hour. That's it. That's it. You got to go. There we go. Got a spoon. Got a knife. Let's do some grapes. That looks like grapes. So we're going to do some grapes. Let's do some purple. Cherry blossom. This is rose petal. Let's do some rose petal grapes. Your worst fears are oh my gosh, cockroaches are horrible. Clowns, reptiles, turtles, rats. Yep, I don't like none of them. Nope, don't like none of them. Yep, I'm with you. I'm with you, girl. I'm with you. Nicole, girl, you are speaking to the choir. I'm like, get out. Get out of here. You're so right. That's great. Australia. Oh my gosh. I know. I know. I got a friend who's in Australia and she confirmed that they do have some weird stuff. But she also says we do too. And I'm like, yeah, we do. I get it. Girl, I don't like our weird, and I don't like that weird. Actually, I got two friends who live in Australia. I gotta reach out to one of them. I just realized I haven't heard from her in a while. Australia got some serious uh bugs, and the size don't make sense. The size of them things. I'm like, oh nope, 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 nope. That's not something that makes me happy. Oh my gosh, yeah, the snake. Oh, and in the toilets. Oh my gosh, yeah, yeah. That's one too many snake for me. They not invited either. We moved to Texas, and we were we weren't in Texas that long. Um, but I was at work one day, and my daughter calls me, and she's like, "Mommy, there was a brown snake on the." And when first of all, my daughter called me, and she sounded excited. Did you hear what I said? She sounded excited. Okay, and she's like, "There was a brown snake on this on the porch. It was cool." I said, "Okay, time to move." I said, "Honey, that is not an exciting thing, and the fact that you're excited about that um, makes me feel like I failed as a parent." I was like, "No, no, 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 that's not cool." She was like, "It was kind of cute." Oh, I had to silence my child because that is just not the type of language. I was like, what have I done?" So, so I was like, time to go. Time to go. So I'm assuming. Okay. I like bread and butter. I like toast and jam. All right. Basket of fruit. Almost done. Snacks. I'm glad y'all picked snacks too because it's the nighttime crew. Gotta have snacks at night. Most of you are waking up for your nighttime snack or nighttime pee. One or the other. So, got bread. Let's get some lettuce up on here. Got some lettuce in the house. Got some lettuce in the house. Got some lettuce. Yep, that's what's hanging out off the sandwich. Some lettuce. I'm thinking that would be cheese, but I'm still gonna give it a little bit of lettuce. Yeah, lettuce. And then let's go. Let's give it a go, I say. All right. There we go. And lighter lettuce. All right, that looks good for the sandwich. I'm thinking that's got to be mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is like off white, so I'm gonna give it a gray, maybe. Oh, one time I was downstairs, my mom was in her shower, and all of a sudden I hear pop, pop, pop. I run to the room and yell, "You okay?" She yells back, "Just killing a roach in the shower." Oh, girl, them things got to go. See what I'm saying? They ain't paying rent. See what I mean? They ain't paying rent. Now, see, now I did say a fruit fly. If a fruit fly was like, "Hey, I'm gonna offer you a little bit of something for the rent," I might let it live for a few, a couple of more minutes. A roach? Nope. 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 There's no shot. No chance. You come up in here, you got to go. They don't get the same, you know. Woo. Shampoo bottle, yes. Ooh. Mm-mm. Let's do this at the top of the bottle. Mm-mm. Don't like roaches and cannot lie. Mm. One time we went to a what was that place? It was a because I have not gone since. We went to a Arby's. Was it Arby's? Yeah. And um I saw a mouse. And I was like there was one mouse and he comes out from like behind the sodas. And I jumped. Then there was another mouse and it came out from behind. So we were in line. And by the time they got to me, they said, "Can I take your order?" And I was like, "Oh no." And my husband, I said, "There's a mouse." And so I was telling them that there was a mouse, and they didn't flinch. They knew that mouse was there. And she said, "Can I take your order?" And I said, "Did you not hear me? I was telling you about the mouse." It was like, "Yeah, yeah, they're here." I said, "Oh, okay." She said, "Can I take your order?" I said, "Oh no, not for me, nothing. Nope, I'm good." And I think I was hungry that day too. And my husband, we don't share the same thoughts in that. So he ordered his food or whatever. And I was like, "Oh no, we gotta go somewhere else." And I used to frequent this Arby's because I love they would do my sandwich. Like I would ask for, I don't eat bread, so I would ask for like it without bread and wrap it in their big lettuce, and they would do that, and that was awesome. That was the last day. That was the last day that I ever got anything from that Arby's. So yeah. I mean, I get it. They gotta do their thing. They had to work there, regardless, whatever. And they were cool. But that just wasn't for me. It just wasn't for me. Just wasn't for me. Sometimes you gotta bow out. And I bowed out. I bowed out. I knew what my limit was, and that was it. Um, that was the limit of Drea. So I had to bow out. I was like, Andrea out, you know, and that was it. This bread's gonna be so good. I don't eat bread, but I love the smell of it. I just never liked it for whatever reason. And kind of found out the older I got, I shouldn't have had it anyway. So, but but I love it. I think it's beautiful, and I love the process of making it, and I love that people love it. Except it's not good for them. Isn't that crazy? My husband, when he first became a diabetic, that was the hardest thing for him to give up was bread. Now he's better. But oh my gosh, like I was like, nope, we can't have it. Doctor said we can't have it. Da, 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 da. And it was driving him crazy. But now he gets it. Let's see. The reason you're afraid of roaches is because when you were in third grade, your mission property in Brazil overtaken by roaches. Oh my gosh, that maintenance and tried to kill in the wet garbage pits we had. Wow. One time we lived in Virginia Beach, me and my house came back from Arizona visiting family. He had just come home from deployment, took my parents, took, yeah, okay, took my parents while they visited the oceanfront at lunch, and at lunch. Very scary. Woo! Girl, that is scary. I understand completely your fear of roaches. I didn't have that experience and I fear them, so I can't imagine having the experience. Like not like that. We didn't have an overtaking. We had them. Like get out of here. I mean, we would go to hotels. Oh my gosh, we seen them a lot uh, at hotels. I am not a fan. Hear me? Not a fan. Say, get on out of here, roaches. All right. We get to do my favorite part. And we get to stamp the let me put this in place. Put our mask in place. Let's stamp our food. Let me sit up. Who was it who just drove crazy? They want me to have a I gotta find it. I do have one though. The pressure tool so that I'm not doing my hands. Somebody said they were cringing yesterday. That's Christmas. I like it. Look. Here's our food. It's beginning to look a lot like a basket. Okay. So now, next thing that we need to mask over this. We want that handkerchief. Oops. Let's see. Went to a pizza place called Doughboys while we're waiting our pizza. Cockroach ran around. Oh nope, nope, nope. That's a problem. We had that happen one time at a restaurant too. Nope, I would not be going back. We were quietly freaking out. Our waitress saw. Let me try. So y'all were quietly doing it, which is great. That's not even an option for me. That one up there. Got a meals free. Yeah, of course, of course. I had that happen at an Apple. What was that place? Not Applebee's. A very popular restaurant. I can't remember the name of it. Thanks, Tamara. I had it happen at one of those places, and it was just crazy. Okay, so I want the handkerchief to hang out the basket like that. I'm gonna have to keep the mask on these two. It doesn't matter if it just matters that that's there. Okay, on these two, because I want the handkerchief to hang out like this and come out behind the fruit. So I need to get the handkerchief. Let's take this one off. Need to put stuff back as I take it off though, because if I don't, I'm gonna lose it. You guys aren't gonna be here, and I'm like, oh my god, where is it? Where is it? So let me put it back. The cleanup portion is just as important, and I'm learning this lesson every day. It's just as important as the designing portion, because when you lose it, you're like, just like I was trying to find an umbrella because I didn't put it back after I used it, and that's why it's lost. So it's my fault. Okay. So I want this to hang out like this. So I'm going to see this part hanging out. You know how the handkerchief hangs out the side of the basket? That's what I want. Thanks, Tamara. All right. Oops. I'll pick this up. And I always know it's going to pick up the stuff. Not a big deal. That's why people like mask with the tape, though. That is an advantage. When you mask with the tape stays down, but I'm okay with having to pick it up because I like this mask. I like this style of masking because it lasts longer. But nothing's wrong with the other way. All right, where is my super suit? This is why I was talking about why you put stuff back, because now I don't know what I did was, let's use this one. What I did with the brown, there it is, brown one. My sister lives in the country in northern Texas, Dallas area. They got some good property. A lot of times they find snakes, tarantulas, crossing the yard. See, not a fan. Not a fan of the tarantulas. Although I hear, because my daughters and stuff, they're part of like the military child, and so they get to go and like just different adventures that they bring to the base. And so they would bring these tarantulas and pebbles, and my daughter and my son, my oldest, I think, have touched tarantulas. They've had them in their hand. And I was like, ew, but they enjoyed it. It was all the kids got to experience it. Oh, as a mother, I had to embrace that because it was already done. My husband was there too. So there was a parent that was there that allowed this type of behavior. You know, they had a good time. So I couldn't let my issues interfere with them having a good time now, could I? So I didn't. I look at things, I don't touch them. We have a Virginia Living Museum. I like seeing I don't even like seeing them, but I admire people who do. I'm a chicken, like to the core. My logo should have been a chicken. I'm a chicken hawk. It wasn't a lot I had to do with that one. Let's go back to diversifying. We only need really this little area right here. I don't even need all that. Okay. Oh, that's okay. All right. We're good. Just means I pressed down too hard. Sure, I'm okay with that area. I can go over that with a pen. Okay, so handkerchief, where do you go? Okay, this one. All right, so now we got to decide what's next. So we got this, we got this. We're not gonna need a mask, I don't think, for, oh yeah, we are in the end. When I do the actual background, we'll need one. But right now, we don't really need a mask for it, but we have it. So there we go. All right, so next we want to place, we can place our rug there. We can actually place two, we could, let's see. We know that we want the basket in the back, so we could place our umbrella, because we want the umbrella to come like, on that side. So we put the cinnamon over here. So we want the umbrella to be like kind of front and center in front of the handle, since it's umbrella day. Okay, so we're gonna bring these two elements in. Your nephew Brave also held one recently. Woo! My brother and his family went sledding yesterday, and the baby, a half-year-old, did not like sledding, so they kept him down. Did he help fight everyone else? Oh yeah, yeah, that's cute. You don't like it. You don't like it. Okay, so I'm gonna put this carpet. I think I want it like that. But I want it like that. Like that. So this carpet, the basket's sitting on the little towel that's on the floor. So it'll come out like that. What else did I say we were gonna put on? Oh, the umbrella. Ella, Ella, a. Oops. Ink fail. All right. So we're gonna put this umbrella, because we want it. It's very important to the design, especially since it's National Umbrella Day. So we're gonna put the umbrella here. Okay, so we got our carpet and our umbrella. Again, all the pieces are gonna come up, and that's okay. Is that dry yet? Yeah. You hate me because I'm beautiful. I love that song by Carrie Hilson. I used it on one of my Instagram hop posts, and I just love that song. That is adorable. That is adorable. I agree. Right. So cute. Some elbow grease in sometimes. Let's see. You can do it. Put your elbow into it. You can do it. Put your elbow into it. You can do it. Put your elbow into it. Don't think I ain't dancing. Boom, boom. I am my own entertainment, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. And see, so this is the part that people don't like. Why they would prefer to have the tape, because you're gonna get this a lot of times. Hang on. You're gonna get this a lot of times where it won't connect, but it's a line. I can connect it. But yeah, so if y'all don't see what I'm talking about, so this part right here, see how that line didn't connect right here? So a lot of people don't like the thickness of the paper because it prevents and it creates that. But I can draw that little line in there. But I get it. I get why. I get why. But I'll take like a little Sharpie or another form and just draw it down, just a straight line. So it's not like a big deal. But I get the argument. I do. 100%. I respect the argument. I'm just not gonna change it. You know what I'm saying? But I respect it. All right, so I'm gonna put this down. Don't hate me. The last thing we gotta do is the basket, the little basket. We'll do that next. After we color the rug, the carpet. I'm thinking, what type of towel would we have? We got a gray handkerchief. What color should we do the towel? Should we do like red or blue? What color y'all want? And an umbrella. Color for the towel and the umbrella. I'm gonna drink me something while I wait. It's Coca-Cola. I love Scholastic. They got so expensive. Bright pink, okay. For both the towel and the umbrella. So Scholastic, I love Scholastic. Oh my gosh. And I used to love Book Fair days until they got so expensive. They are super expensive now. I'm like, no. I used to be able to send my child with $20 and he'd be able to come back with like 2 books and maybe something else. Now you spend $20, he can come back with a book. It's crazy. Do I have rose gold color? I do. I have it in acrylic. Let me check that. Bright pink umbrella, purple towel. I like that too. Let me look at the rose gold that I have and let me look at the bright pink. So I have rose gold and I don't know if you guys got these markers. These are good. Hold on. But they're paint pens. So I put my paint pens all in here. I got these little Total Tiffany bags. I love them. And I put my paint pens in there. So I have Sharpie paint pens. They're acrylic. And I have the Spectrum Noir. This is rose gold in Spectrum. Well, it's called Blush in Spectrum Noir. And then I have, let me see if I got rose gold itself. Blush. I have rose gold. And I'm gonna show you what they look like on a test paper before we make a decision. And then I'm gonna swatch them out for you guys. I'm gonna swatch out the hot pink and the purple and the rose gold. So let me get a scratch sheet of paper. Okay. So yeah. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. And then we can pick what color we want. Let me move stuff out the way though. Let me show. Okay. So we have Sharpie. No, Sharpie's not expensive. They actually are cheaper. And I got them from Amazon. And if you message me, I can send you a link to the ones I got. They're not expensive at all. All right, paint pens, you gotta shake. So shake, rattle and roll. Shake, rattle and roll. Shake, 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 shake. You didn't know this was a speed shaker. Look at that. Look at that. Well, I tell you, I should have been in contest. Okay, so this is the rose gold one I put on first. Oh, I haven't used it yet. So I gotta wait for it to come down. With paint pens, you gotta press it till the paint comes down into the nib. It's not always the fastest process. Yeah. One day it was taking such a long time that it's coming down. See it? You can see it, little thing. See that little line? That's it coming down. One time it was taking so long that I just had it pressed and I had like a serious puddle. See, now it's coming down. See it? Look at that. There we go. All right. So this is what rose gold looks like in this metallic pen. And this is what blush. So this is Spectrum Noir for these though. And I do have the Sharpie ones. And like I said, they're not expensive. But I don't have the Sharpie in these colors. And this is what blush looks like in these pens. So the first one is rose gold. And the second one is blush. And this is what hot pink, hot pink, hot pink, hot pink. Oh, hang on. I just saw that I had markers that weren't in their place, y'all. Okay, hot pink. Let's see. This is what I think this is the hottest pink I have in this collection. Let me see. So this is one of the hot pinks. This is, let me see, 318. That's 304. 318 is this one. Oh, Joyce Myers. Ah, good book. Surprise us, Drea. They all look great. Okay. Yeah, because there's hot pink. All right. I'm going to surprise you because I'm going to do any, mini, money, mo. So I do my surprises. Touch a piggy by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Any, mini, money, mo. Let me see. Okay. Let's see the very best one. And you are. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Let me do that one. You are not it. Pink. Oh, I got an idea for the rose gold and how we can use that. Okay. So I'm gonna do the first suggestion, but then I'm gonna enhance it. I'm gonna enhance it with the pink since it is a finisher. Paint markers are like finisher markers. So I'm gonna do the pink. Okay, got it. Pink, the middle pink. Oh, that was the second pink. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna do pink and purple. We said, yeah, okay. Pink umbrella and purple towel. All right, so let's try. We're gonna do, I think this is the lightest. I'm gonna mix both of those pinks. So I'm gonna do, what was that, 206? I'm gonna do 206. Don't hate me down. That was 206. And then I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run 206 back over that. Rose gold will give it some shine. Yeah, I'm gonna shine it up. Dun, 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 dun. We talking, shine it up. Don't hit me cause I'm. Carrie Hilson's song is on my head now. It's living rent free, y'all. Y'all know how I don't like stuff living rent free, but I'm gonna let that song slide. Okay, so now we need to go lighter. Gonna get poke bows. You have 2 outings today. Coffee shop. Oh, my daughter loves poke bows. Oh, she does. She loves everything I don't. She poke bows and what's that other stuff I can't stand? And I know you guys, I'm about to lose my card now, but what is that stuff? The stuff with the balls in it. The It's like a tea. And they've all tried to take me out to get this stuff, and I cannot stand it. You're like, Rod, you can't not like it. Hmm. Turns out you can. You cannot like that stuff. It's boba. That's what it is. Boba. I am not a fan. I am not a boba fan. Don't hate me because I don't like boba. It's you like boba? Yeah, I'm telling you, like they love it. They go on boba dates together. They tried to take me on a boba date. You know what I ate? You know what I had at that restaurant? Water. They didn't even have soda. I was like, oh yeah, no. I was like, who goes to this restaurant for soda, mom? Like, well, apparently me. She used to just cover her head a lot. She'd be like, oh gosh, my mother. What? What did I say that was wrong, child of mine? You know? Dre, you have trained your kids to be individuals and go against the grain if they want to. It's up to them. I know, man. I did. That's what I'm saying. I did it wrong. Did it wrong. You know what I'm saying? I should be like, no, you do this in the story, you know? And I got all these crazy kids. No, I'm just kidding. No, yeah, I definitely did. I was like, you don't have to not like, and as a matter of fact, there's a lot of things I tried to um not tell them and shield them from so that they would make their own decisions. I mean, it backfired, of course, because now they don't like anything I like. But yeah, it is what a TI is. I still gotta love them bonehead children. And I do. And they drive me crazy. But I do. Do. Love them. Okay, 705. So if we eat in town, we get tea, coffee, or soda. Yes, yeah, I would do soda. We have a wonderful Mediterranean restaurant in town. They have awesome mint tea because the town water is bad tasting. Ooh, yeah, I can't stand bad tasting water. And it's funny, like there's certain restaurants that you go to and that water is just horrible. It's horrible and I don't understand it. I'd be like, yo, why does this water taste like chemical? Well, there should not be chemicals in the water. I got an idea. Got an idea and I'm gonna explore it. Chemicals in the water. Yo. You know. You can reach me by railway. I don't care how you get here, just All right, get that color. This one's gonna be darker, I'm sure. Not bad. You promise golden shake. What time is Bridget? 10 o'clock. No, sorry. Oops. 1 o'clock. Change. 1 o'clock. Our time though, 1 o'clock. But there's some other stuff happening. I'll get my planner in a minute. Remind me. There's a painting class. There's all right. There's our purple. Nicole, you can do it. May I suggest you add the back there execution book to your new plan? It's a 6-week tips on how to stay in the course by Jewish from right now. Super addicted to food. I suggest you. I'm sorry, I'm super addicted to food, so I'm making sure my only help on the meals, no snacks, unless veggies or fruits. Smoothie. I'm waiting. Yeah. So uh, so my success with all of these um lifestyle changes has been definitely um changing the like my outlook on foods, like you're saying, instead of it being a diet, it's more of a lifestyle change. Um, but what also really helped me was making food fun. I love cooking, and I love so what I love cooking, I love design, I love art. So because of that, I put it all in the kitchen and I come up with some really, really crazy fun creations that are good. Like for instance, and it's so funny, I was doing this before it became like this whole fad thing. I was doing it based on I would open the cabinet and I would open a refrigerator and I would try to see what type of things I could put together. And now I see all these recipes. I'm like, that I could have been rich if I would have, you know what I mean? Like if I would have monopolized on this way back because I've always been super picky and super allergic to stuff. So I've always only chosen certain things in that way. Like I never did bread. I never did any of that stuff. And so I would like one night I wanted tacos and everybody else was having tacos. And like I said, this is before the craze. This is about 30 years ago. And I took romaine lettuce and I made everything like I would make a taco. And I'd put it in romaine lettuce. And that right there, I was only doing it because I'm picky, but it can't. Now you look at it, and those are the recipes for low carb. And it's funny because I've always eaten a low carb diet, except for my nemesis has always been potato chips and the potato and the french fry, which are all potato. But I've always been low carb otherwise, like because I don't like stuff, you know what I mean? And also because I'm allergic to stuff. But it's just it's so funny that now I look and I'm like, oh, somebody's come up with that as a recipe. They got the romaine lettuce and the, but I had to figure out different ways to have the stuff that I wanted um while You know, for me, it was just stuff that I liked. And my doctor says I'm very lucky because I never have to wean myself off of bread because I never liked it. He was like, that's a really cool thing to have. But I'm also allergic to bread. We found out through testing, not from eating it because I don't eat it. Look at that. Look at that, yo. Look at that. That cool. With our purple carpet, I scribbled it so we can give it some texture. All right, so we gotta put oh, for sure. Cheers, Nicole, on your journey. All right, so now the basket is going to be behind everything. Everything is in front of the basket. The handle, I mean, is going to fall behind all of these things. So we need to put this down. Got to get rid of this. Yeah. Nicole, cheers on your journey, girl. You spend a lot of time with the hunger pangs. See, and that's what I'm saying. That's what you're not supposed to have. So here's how I did it, and I don't know, my journey may be different than others, but the hunger pains you shouldn't have. And here's how I got rid of those by so here's what I learned in my research because I researched the heck out of stuff that I'm interested in. And I'm sure Tamara does too. The your If you like carbs make you hungrier. So that's why and if you eat carbs before going to bed or whatever, carbs will give you those hunger pains that you have that call you to want the carbs. And it only took like a day or two where I wasn't eating that stuff, and then I woke up the next day and I wasn't hungry, and but it's definitely being strict with it. Like if you like carbs, my thing is to say, okay, you can have carbs, but don't eat them like 2 or 3. Like don't eat after 7 o'clock. If you eat food after 7 o'clock, that's fine, but don't eat anything carby or sugary after 7 o'clock. Meaning you can have all the vegetables you want, all the and who wants vegetables? But I'm just saying, you got all the vegetables you want. And one thing I made fun was so like those baby carrots, I'll take those and I'll dip them in like either a healthier Italian dressing or something like that. So then I have the dip and the chip because I'm a person who snacks and I like to hear the which is why I'm on corn pops. But I like to hear the crunch. But if I have the carrots and I'm dipping it, I get satisfied by that crunch. And everybody has their own little um, thing that they, that works for them. But for me, that was the winner because I was like, ooh, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Let's see. And then Tamara, she's doing the thing actively right now, which is awesome. I'm gonna start back. I just haven't had now I'm going to a therapist. I just haven't had the desire before. I was just like done. I was kind of like, I don't care. I don't wanna. But now I feel a little better. I had one meeting. You would think I had 20, but I had one meeting and I instantly came back feeling a little better. Like, okay, I might want to do this thing. I might want to improve this thing. And let me get this in place without it picking up my stuff. Get over here. Get over here. There we go. Okay, that one's good. That's good. But we can only tell you the stuff that worked for us and hope that it it gives you some too. All right, I want that to go in like that. Okay, this side looks good. It's this side giving me the fits right now. Okay, there we go. I noticed how everything else went smooth like butter, and it'd be the last one. The last one. You'd be on your way out the door. Maybe that one. Okay. Yeah. Need to pick it up right. 2 new gym classes. Yes. What 2? My therapist on maternity leave to begin in April, like 12th, 17th. Girl, I be seeing another one between the time. But you know what happens? Sometimes I like the other therapist. You know? Let's see. Food is super tasty. Girl, let me tell you. When I was in Texas, that was the best steak of my life. Oh my gosh. I was like, yeah. All right, hang on. Let me make sure no regrets, no regrets. Okay. Now let me push this up here. Okay. You did extreme step class. See, let me tell you, I when I feel better, I do that. Like I get so excited and I go to these extreme classes because I'll feel better. Like my back will feel better, everything will feel better, and everything in my head because that's me. I'm like, oh, I got this. And do y'all know what happens? I be in pain. I always mess something up because I always try to go too far. It always happens. Did y'all see Gina K broke her Misty right live when she was live yesterday? Was it yesterday? Yeah, her Misty broke the hinge. She was like, I guess I gotta get another one. I was like, oh my gosh, that's what we be talking about. Wow. All right. Yeah. Let's color this basket. Same colors. We gotta get our browns. But yeah, I was like, ooh, Gina. Her hinge broke. She didn't sweat though. She was like, oh, I gotta get another one. I can't believe I broke it. I was like, oh, girl. I'm gonna knock on wood. Mine hasn't yet. And I'm be thankful. I do put pressure on it. Tammy, how about my other order from Stacey Kane? Listen, if I am on her VIP list, I'm so happy. All right, there you go. Your new stamping up position is like your recollection is what you have for Michael's. Do you like it? Did you get the new stamping up one? Ha! Oh, the app is awesome, Nicole. Yeah, she's been trying to get me on that Peloton app. It's awesome. And I'm going to do it eventually. I just can't right now. I don't want to waste my month. I want to make sure that when I do it, I'm actually ready. Because I will waste a month. I have so many times. So I'm gonna wait and be smart. Oh, it spreads so fast. It just be spreading. Yeah. I don't have a Peloton. I want it though. But that's just because I want everything. But I do want that Peloton. Cool. Let's put all you back. That one don't even matter. But just in case. Oh yeah, it does. Because it comes down through there. Okay. Look at this. Oh, look at it. All I gotta do now is the background. But look at our yeah. Ah, I didn't have the thing up enough. Look at our basket. With our umbrella. All right, let's put a background on. Let's see what we want to do. Ah, thanks, Samra. All right, so I'm thinking for the background. Didn't I cut out cut out a basket? I cut out the rope. Where'd I put it? Let me put this back. Stuff back brush. It must have hit the floor. I don't see it up here. Next thing you know, should have got low. Hey. Oh, nope, that's not it. That's the inside. It must have fallen because I just found the inside, the rope that I cut, the cutout of it. Where is... Of course, wherever it fell, it don't want to be found. So remember the other day, a few weeks ago, I was looking for hello. Guess what I found? The hello. While looking for something else. Is that just how life is? I tell you. I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. Okay, let me move this. I don't know where my rope went, y'all. Now I just gotta be careful around the rope because I don't know where it fell. There's my hello. Life's just like that. Always temptation of the change. I know. All right, Tamara, go get some rest, girl. Thanks for hanging out. You hung out a while. You hung out longer than I thought you were going to because I know you were tired earlier. That's a real one. I appreciate you. You know, I'll post this in the group. Those of you who are watching, if you are not a part of my Facebook group, that QR code that's in the upper left corner will take you to it. We love to have you. Oh, I found my rope. We are a small community. Right now, I think we're like 220 something. I don't know what the exact number is, so I don't want to, but 220 something strong. And we are growing slowly but surely. Okay. Let's see. In there, I think I have 4 admins now who are going to be doing contests and all sorts of stuff in the group. So, okay. So now I got to mask this out so I can do something to this background. It's a nice day. I'm thinking they would. I got this cloud stencil out. Yeah, I know I love doing clouds, so it's probably going to be about the clouds. There's the whole thing covered. 16 people from the subscriber goal of 150. Oh, on YouTube. Woohoo! Yes, please subscribe on YouTube. That would be awesome. Yes. Tamara sets up the goals, which is awesome because I be forgetting. Y'all know. She helps me celebrate my successors. Success. Stop it, Drea. Stop it now. Okay, let's see. All right, then I'm gonna spray. I'm gonna spray. Spray seems like the fastest route to go for this. So I think I'm gonna spray a background. If I have my air gun, I have a air gun and it sprays ink. It's pretty cool. But I'm not gonna use that right now. Hang on. Okay, let me get my spray. We're gonna do blue spray, y'all. Hey, Janine. Beautiful coloring. You've been lurking in the background, getting your ATC stuff for your group. Awesome. I appreciate that. Yes. I don't mind the lurking. I lurk too. I mean, like, because it's hard to chat and design, like, and craft. It's super hard. I don't know. Some people do it, like, but I am just not that talented yet. All right, I'm gonna spray. Where's my? Is it not over here? I got black spray over here. That's not what I want. Let me go get my. I got color sprays on the other side. Tim Holtz, of course, hooks me up with sprays. Okay. I just feel like spraying will be an awesome alternate. Okay, let's see. I like my sprays and I cannot lie. Let's see. One. Got that one. That one. Oh, these are cool. These are watercolor sprays. Not what I was looking for. Spray. All right, we're gonna try these. Let's see. All right, found my distress spritz sprays. I also found some that I have from Hero Arts. Green and shimmer spray. So this has the tint and the spray. Let's see. I don't use sprays often. I actually have to put a mask on when I use it because it's a chemical. You hit as soon as you got. Oh, yay. As soon as you came in, you gave me a thumbs up. Love it. Hardboy posting on Facebook. I'm not there. You know. Okay, nope. Totally understand. I know. I know. I know. That's just where the magic happens. But I get it completely. All right, we're gonna put. I know nobody puts baby in a corner, but I gotta put baby in a box. Yeah, on the spot box. Fondue sprays. It's too much. It's too much. We're going in a box. I think I need a bigger box. We're going in a box. All right. And if I was smart, I would take the Misty out so that the Misty doesn't get caught up in the box. So hang on. You're not good, you're not good, you're not good. Baby, you're no good. After all that placing stuff, now I gotta replace it. All right, let's do this again. Dun, 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 dun. Gonna have to tape it down. A little. Where my little tape dispenser went? Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, and the thing is, it's not little. It's not like it should be lost, you know? Okay, here we go. We're gonna tape it down because it rolled up because it was in the Misty where it was secure. Now it's not so secure. So some pink pixie tape. Hopefully it does duty. Doesn't look like it's gonna do as well. Especially not down here at the bottom where it's coming up. All right, we'll see. When that doesn't do well, sometimes I'll take a heavier tape that I wouldn't want to mess up my paper with and put it here, like a packaging tape or so. We'll see. I'm hoping I don't have to do it. Hoping it lasts so long, but I'm gonna put this down. Then I'm gonna put this down. Then I'm gonna put this down. Yeah, got it. I'll put this down. Then this down. Oh, it seems like it's gonna come up. Where's my magnets? There we go. I should hold that down. And that's what I love about having this magnetic desk. It's so strong that I can put the magnet and the magnet will, this box, as thick as this box is, that magnet's holding it down. Cause I got the magnetic desk and then y'all know I got this, uh, um, this cutting mat on top of it because it didn't do well with the camera. And, but it's awesome because it's still strong as heck. All right, let's see. Here we go. All right. Okay. I was looking for a light blue or a sky. I bought these liquid watercolors by Craftas Companion and Hero Arts. Let's see, that's black. Try to find like a nice blue. There's a blue. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna try to work with this blue. See if that blue works with me. Get a paintbrush. You were joined though. Let's see if you can use the QR code. Oh yeah. All you do is point your phone to it. Thank you. I appreciate that. And let me see how blue this blue is. Oh, there's another blue. It says light blue. We'll see. This one, that's a nice blue. Let's check this one out. Craftas Companion. That one says light blue. Let's see, y'all. Let's see if it's light. It's a pretty blue, though. That's pretty. Okay, I'm gonna add some water. See how light we can get it. Very pigmented. Here's the other blue. And if we make them join forces, I don't want a heavy wash. I just want like a light street wash for the sky. It's in watercolor paper, so I gotta be careful of that. I don't oversaturate it, which I'm not trying to do. I actually didn't need the mask if I was gonna have a brush, but whatever. Whatever's clever. Okay, let me see something. I don't need y'all. I thought I was gonna spray. If I decide to spray, I'll do it, but I can use watercolor. I couldn't find the spray I was looking for. That's why I switched gears. But I love watercolor. Whew, always careful with Pixie, because it actually will it will tear your paper. Even though it's not supposed to, it will. It's gonna be a little darker than the last batch. Yeah, I think we got a nice little scene. I'll probably cut it down and give it a sentiment. I gotta put that sentiment on in a minute. That's our scene so far. Although the sky usually I would put up there and I would put like a brown bottom so we know the difference, which I still might. But I got excited. Okay, let me see. I'll put this. Ooh. And then these little watercolors. These are liquid watercolors. They're so vibrant. I love them. And then this is the one by Hero Arts. I combined both to get that blue. Let's see, let's do sentiment. All right, let me see if I want to do a brown bottom real quick. Let's do a little yellow, maybe a little red. You know, the only time I can't produce brown is when I want to. Just kidding. I'll get that brown going. At the bottom. Just to give it some idea that it's a floor and it's a little different. I'm gonna mix the blue and the yellow. That'd be awesome, Janine. We'd love to have you in group. So as we kick it up, I'm so excited about the admins. Two of them have already given ideas of what they're gonna do, and it's gonna be cool. It's their group too. All right. So now there's a separation of the sky and the ground. The ground is uh that bottom part, the yellow. So we are done with our this portion. We can come out the box. You guys are free from the box. Now let's figure out. God, craziness right now. Let me see this. Checking to make sure I got all my stuff. This, this, this. Okay. My master layouts, one of Gina K's master layouts I didn't put back. So okay. So now if you have a picnic, I need a camping chair with a drink holder. Oh, if you have a picnic, you gotta have that. It's funny. I don't do picnics. It's outside. So that already was a strike against them for me from the start. But if I did do picnics, because I think that they're fun and the idea of them are amazing. But the whole grass thing where I'm allergic to and all that fun stuff just gets in the way. See how my allergies get in the way. They get in the way of fun stuff. Is this for 5x7? Let me see. Let's see if that die will fit. Nope. I think that's like a A6 size die. You have a hard time getting up off the ground. Girl, I would too. Woo! I just don't know. I just don't know if that's what we're supposed to be doing. I'd be like, get up off of that floor. Thanks, Janine. I don't want to cut too much off. But yeah, no, that's too much. I could cut it down. I like that frame. I got an alternate frame I could use though. Let's see. I'm just trying to match up my die that I cut it out with and frame it. Hopefully, once you get your figure all the way back. Hey, now. Um, Nicole about to be snatched. Y'all hear that? She said when she get her figure all the way back. All the way back. I was looking at some old pictures and I don't know that I'd want it all the way back for me. I was so um linky at one point in time. I mean linky. I'm talking. It was crazy. Okay, I think I'm gonna do that one. And I think I'd want like I don't know. I don't know where I want to be. I don't know where I'd want. I don't know where I want to be. All right, I'm gonna come up a little bit. One of my children up. They up lurking around, y'all. They up lurking around the house. All right, let's see. Oh, because it's 6:25 in the morning. Of course they're up. Okay. I'm thinking it's like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., but I just got on here at 3. Okay, let me run. Heck, the rest of my crew probably up. Let's see. I know my husband didn't because he's a late owl like me. I love that framing. Look at the frame. That's my favorite part. My favorite part, y'all. All right. Then I gotta make a frame real quick. Here we go, yo. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, I need a sentiment. Let me see. What did I say? Didn't I say I said something to you guys? I was like, where'd it go? Hang on. I gotta find the stamp because it did have. There was a saying on the stamp. Oh, I said I could say, sending you a basket of love. Let me. Uh, but regardless of your weight, looks, outside appearance, you have a big personality and very genuine person, and you're me, you don't like fun. Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. The main part about any of that, like with losing weight or whatever, I feel like you have to. I I feel like you like for me, I have to love where I'm at, right? And I kind of do. You know what I mean? I kind of, but it took a while to get here, where I was actually like, you know what? I'm fine. Then whatever happens becomes a bonus versus me trying to lose weight to get to this or to that. So I am I am pretty happy where I'm at, but but I know that um there's certain things I need to do for certain like lifestyle or whatever. Like I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to find some scraps so I can put this cinnamon in. There we go. Okay. So I'm thinking sending you a basket of, and I don't know if I want it to go, like sending you a basket of, and then love like that. Do I want it all in one? Or do I want this to be two different ones? That's the hard part right there. So let me see. Sending you a basket of, let's go ahead and stamp that. And see, I think that you have that attitude and you're happy, then losing it would be good for you. You know what I mean? Then you're ready if you lose it. Oh, that's nice. Okay, send you a basket of. I'm gonna cut it separately and then put it together. But I think this is what this is for. I think. But no, love won't fit in there, so no, it can't be. All right. So I don't know what that's for. Okay, and so this one I'll put down here, and then we'll manually put it together. You're multitasking between two combos here and texting a phone. I do that a lot too. That is the life we're in now. So Nicole, I'll store your number today. The only thing you got to know is I never talk on the phone. I don't. I would prefer to text unless it's like an emergency, like we're planning something and we got to meet up and we're this, that, and other. But you got to know, yeah, I never talk on the phone because it's crazy. Even my mother, now, that's hard for a lot of people. It's hard. They're like, what? Like, we could have texted that. I'm cooking dinner. I just feel like I don't know. I've not been a phone person in a couple of decade. All right, so we got something good. We're so good. We're so good. We're so good. Baby, we're so good. I can't believe the sleep monster got me last night. That was crazy. Like I knew I had to go to sleep, but not like that, right? You know what I'm saying? How you just gonna take me out in the middle of something I'm watching? I didn't even go on with my friends last night. It was crazy. I was knocked out. And Friday night is our thing. Like we do well, I always watch the beginning of Craft Roulette by myself, but we watch Craft Roulette and then we talk and we this and that. Man, I was gone. I couldn't even warn them. Craft Roulette. I was falling asleep on Craft Roulette. I was falling asleep on. I was like, wow, I'm really going out. And in my blending class, I've been looking forward to that class all week. It was out. I was out. OUT out. My brain said it had had enough, and it was like, you are not staying up. We are going to sleep. Then I said, I am, and I'm going to sit in this chair, and I'm not going to go to sleep. And then the brain said, okay, good night. So I was gone. I fell asleep in the chair, y'all. So that goes to show you there was no mind over matter. Let me see. I'm looking now for a cinnamon stamp that I want to use. So I like that one, and then I could put the love like over it. But because I put the love so close, I can't do that. But I was thinking I could have done like this, sending you a basket of and had that, and then put the love on top. But not enough pre-planning went into that idea. No, hang on. She was making a sympathy card and having a hard time making it. So then it gave her idea. It worked out beautifully. Oh yeah. On the phone with my friend Millie from 9 to 12. So I used to do that. I used to be on the phone with my friends for hours. Like we used to back in the day. That's how we spent our time. But then once computers came and once other things came that occupied the time, that all went out the door. See, that's the same idea. But I used to. I did. Because we didn't have as much stuff back in the day. Like no, we don't have as much time occupants. All right, let's see. We could try these. I'm gonna try these, and I'm gonna try these. I'm looking for my cinnamon strips, and this one might work. Nope, that one's too long. Is that too long? Oh, there's a small one in here that might work. Let me see. Now this one might be too small. Y'all, I'm not winning. I'm not winning this game. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. It's not too small, y'all. Hang on. Let me see. Let me stand up and look over this and see if that's too small or not. You was a babysitter from, oh my goodness. Yeah, I was a babysitter too. From like, yep, I think very young. I can't remember if it was 12, 13, 14. Okay, I like that. Let me look at something real quick. So if I do that though, stitching's gonna be on it. No, we're not gonna do that one. Because the stitching's gonna be on the word. So I don't like that. That was almost it though. That was almost it. Gene almost got me. Did that one. Yeah. That was too tiny. I think I was a babysitter like, well, I was very young. I didn't do anything, so when I was in sports and stuff. In your basket of, okay, I think this is gonna be the one. Yep. Yeah. And we found one for love. And love's probably gonna need like a little square. I have some little squares. Let's see. I know this is too big. Yeah. Probably gonna, let me do this one. I'm gonna run this one through, and then I'll find the one for love. So sending you a basket of, we'll go around the bottom. Then I like now only looking for the love. No, that's not gonna work. I mean, it could work. Like I could do the beginning, like right there. Up here. But still stitching will run over it. I'm gonna do that. That's how you make money. Me too. That's how I make money. Beyond. I playing last night and it was super duper sick. Oh no, for a few months. I got sick with my firstborn. Oh, you know what? Love could be in a circle. Let me look at that. Let me look at that for that. Like a small circle. Let me see if I got a small, which I know I have. Might not even be in this kit, but I do got a small circle. Let's see. Bigger than that. The story of my love. Yeah. I made money in high school babysitting, and then even after high school, then I went into other fields. There's a circle. Nope, I need it a little bit smaller than that. Yeah. But yeah, then I went to other fields and I worked just about everywhere, I think. I did childcare, I did Fast food needs to be a little smaller than that. Fast food, I did retail. I sold clothes. I did um what else did I do? I did bookkeeping. I was a bookkeeper for a while. Oh, I did credit card sales and customer service. I had lots of jobs. I would render to say not much I haven't done as far as careers. I was very interested in different um, things. Clean careers though. Oh yeah, I was IT. I actually worked on computers and fixed computers and got certified and all that fun stuff. Um, Graphic designer, of course, manager. Yeah, I did a lot of different career fields. I used to switch like every 4 years. I'd switch into something else. I'm looking for my circles. 40 hours a week, 2 official jobs, and then lots of weekly and weekend babysitting. Yep. Yep. I think we're in the same boat there. I think babysitting was so rewarding. Oh, and I was a school teacher. Goodness. Elementary school teacher. And I had a lot of fields. I can't even remember them all. I remember I was being interviewed by somebody and they said, "Hey, can you send me your bio?" And I did. And she's like, "Can I change it to this?" And I'm like, "Oh, what?" And she's like, "You left out this, this, and this." And she didn't even know me, but she did an internet search. I was like, "Oh yeah, 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 you can change it out." I said, "I don't think about that stuff." She was like, "Girl, let me see. I think this circle might be a winner. If not, I got a square. That might be a winner." Yeah, I'm gonna try the square first. Look at this square. That cute little square. Are you gonna fit? Yes, it is. Yes, it is gonna fit. Yes, it does. Gina K to the rescue! Woo! Go Gina! Go Gina! Go Gina! Ha! Ha ha! I love her so much. Hear me? I'm sorry, Gina haters, but I cannot join you. I love her. Okay. Ah, that makes me so happy. You know how happy that makes me? If a second ago was any indication of how happy it makes me, I think what was my lowest minimum wage? I think minimum wage, the lowest I ever had minimum wage was like four something. It was like $4 and something, and then it had just went up to five something. Um, that's the minimum wage I remember. I remember being four. I think it was like 4.25. It might have been $4, but I remember 4.25 comes to my mind. And because I remember being so excited when I was getting $5 an hour when I got like promoted. And then I remember getting another job and starting reading. That one's 5.25. Isn't that crazy? Like we just time. Look, and we could live. I mean, stuff was still expensive for back then, but it was nothing like it is now. Like we could live on our own. I remember I had an apartment. My rent was 5.75 a month. And I was working McDonald's, fast, and I was working McDonald's, Subway, and babysitting. And so I was able to pay my rent. And I used up most of my free money on my my little latchkey babies. I was the babysitter who spent her money on the kids. you know. But I paid my rent, and then we had movie sprees. We would go out to eat. I remember taking all these kids to Taco Bell. Oh my gosh, and we had to walk, because we didn't have a car. And I'd walk them all to Taco Bell. I had a whole trail of kids, like a trail. Even kids I wasn't babysitting would tag along. I was like, come on, and I'd go into Taco Bell. And I remember this being a big deal. I spent like $40 on all these kids to eat. Back then, that was a lot of spending. When your bill came to $40 at a restaurant, you was treating a whole bunch of people. Because I told them to get whatever they wanted. And we had a good time. It was a whole group, some were rowdy, getting them, and my niece and nephews were there too with us. And um, we just had such a good time. Such a good time. Those were the days though, like when everything was such a good time. I almost would say I'd go back to them days, but I'm sure there was probably some struggles that I wouldn't like because I was a young adult and didn't really have to deal with a lot of, you know, the craziness. I was just learning a lot of the craziness, but we had a good time. We really did. And where are my envelopes? I just put it somewhere. I had the envelope. Oh, let's see. Babysat, worked Christian camp, housekeeping, then Walmart, then movie gallery. Mickey says babysitting, office, and then post clean condos from December. Girl, that was a lot of jobs. I've had a lot. Um, so now I'm W2 suck though. I take a drink. I remember when I used to do people's W2s, and my last year of doing W2s was I had a lady who had so many jobs that I was working and I only charged them like $25 back then or whatever. And I was like, oh no. I said, I'm done. Because she had so many jobs that I spent so much time inputting the W2s and they didn't have the digital system that they have now. And I said, yep, done with that. Done. That was the last W2. I was like, I'm done. No more. Oh, that last W2 I ever did with somebody else. Let me see. Okay. I'm going to get a new envelope because I don't know what I just did with the one that I had for this project. Stuff, I'm telling you, stuff walks off, guys. It walks off. It was right here, and now it's not because it has walked off. I believe the envelope walked off to reunite with its letter. And it's funny, I showed at the beginning of the recording, I was like, I'm putting this right here. And it's still managed to walk. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get. I don't get. And full-time student. Yep. Babysitting, move back to Virginia Beach. Full-time nanny. Yep. Yep. Girl. Welcome to the jungle. Life, I tell you. Go. What I do with that envelope? You've been here since the beginning. What happened to that envelope? Where'd it go? Put the paint pens back before I lose them. I have a new batch of envelopes. I mean, I'm saying envelope. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I do with the, oh, you know what? I could put that on. Hold on. Never mind. I don't even need an envelope. I mean, I can put that on another color. Got those colored ones ready. The blue. Yeah, that works. All right, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. All right. 5 1/4. I mean, 5 1/2. Got back. All right. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that. We have painted. We have colored. Go ahead and set this down, and then we'll set our sentiment. And then our one complex, completely masked card will be done. What am I gonna unless you got fun, son? So we usually I put a mat behind it. I'm not. I'm just gonna set it up where we want it. Let me stand over it. See. And we want it. Yep, I think that's where I want it. So, here's my red one. All right. Once I get it where I want it, then I'm gonna peel up this backing. Unless I move it. I'm gonna try it out. I haven't done this yet. I figure. All right, let me get it back. Look at that. Okay. So now we can decide where we're going to put this. Sending a basket of and love. See that? That works. Sending a basket of love. I think we like it. Nicole, do we like it? I don't think we're ready for this jelly, Adam. Full-time student too. Yeah, girl. That life is for reals. I remember being a full-time student and a mom and having to fight my kids to look at my book because they wanted that time. It was, I'm telling you, any full-time mom who's got young kids, I know the struggle. And going to school because it was crazy. Like DJ would take the book out my, he take the book out my hand because he wanted his attention. And I'd be like, look, what is it? And I'd have something due. All right. Yeah, I had to give him his attention. He said, he didn't ask for this. I brought him into this, and I was going to give him his attention. That is exactly what he stated and exactly what I did. Fabulous. Thanks, Denise. Now, I know I'm not saying your name right. I'm going to need you to hook on phonic me the right pronunciation, and I'm going to forget, but I do want to eventually be able to say it right for you. People butcher my name all the time, but I'm like, whatever. We'll put the love right there. And that is our simple, quick, never said quick, but our simple card of the night. We masked, we did a whole bunch of masking. Anything that starts with J. That's what I say. I'm like, anything that's A, I answer all of it except for the 3-letter one. 3-letter one, no. But anything that starts with A, I'll answer. I'm Andrea. So we got all of our pieces that we use to mask with and cut out. And there is our final product. That was so much fun, you guys. See? And it's French. Oh, gotcha. See? Yep. Yeah. So Janine, it's gonna be those. Like even if you told me, I won't remember, which sucks. So I'm happy you're good with. So it's horrible. It's so horrible. But yeah, so we accomplished. Look, I can bring it down. Look, oh, I learned. I'm learning. Okay. So there is our finished card. You guys have helped with the color. You helped with the what were we gonna put in the basket, and pretty much layout and stuff like that. Because you guys rock, and I appreciate that. Like I said, typically I'm doing this by myself at home, but now I doing it with you guys is so much more meaningful. I appreciate you all for being with me through this journey. Nicole was here from the beginning. Oh my goodness. And Jeannie, I think you were too. I'm not sure. I did see like the numbers up there and I would see that there was somebody who was always here, but I'm not sure. But you know, uh that this is awesome. Creating with you guys makes this so much more fun. Um and I appreciate it. And I see that there are 8 of you here. Thank you all for coming. If you're not a member of my Facebook group, that QR code in the upper left corner, that will take you to the group. I love to have you. It's a very small group right now. We got like 220 something. I can't remember that exact number. But we're trying to grow slowly. Facebook's growing. If you're not a member, please like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, share with friends. All these things help let Facebook know that you're interested, and then they'll share us out to other people who may be interested, and we get more people and more friends. Yay! And if you create something, I don't care if it's from this cast, I don't care if you create it from something else, please post it in the Facebook group. And I would love to ooh and ah you. Also, I have a YouTube group too. It's a YouTube community as well. I haven't built that one up as well yet, but I do plan to do that. So if you go to community.youtube.com or whatever, um, and you find me, you'll be able to find my community as well. Again, I'm not sponsored by anybody. Everything I use is because I like it and I want to. So, oh my goodness, Tammy, hello. Did you just get here? That's so funny. Or were you lurking in the background? There's like 10. I think everybody's waking up now. and, and, and I've been on like all night. But um, Tammy, I figured you were asleep. I was gonna see you later, Nicole. I was gonna come on here early. I was knocked out. Like my body fell asleep. I planned to get on here at what time I plan to get on here? I plan to get on here at like 12, 1 o'clock, and I did nothing. I fell asleep on craft roulette. I fell asleep on like all the stuff. My body said no, and I tried to fight it. I even sat up, and it was like, yeah, no, you're going down. You're going down. So I went down quick, and I woke up at like 2 something. I was like, I got to do my card. I'm going online. So I got on at 3 a.m. And like I said, I figured everybody was sleeping. Yeah, you just waking up. Well, here's the card that we created while you were sleeping. It was a whole total masked 1 layer card, the several elements that we masked into the scene, and then watercolored the background at the end, and that was the card. You went to bed at 2:20, girl. Yep, that's when I was waking up. Isn't that crazy? I was gone. I was so gone. Thanks, Tammy. That was. I was like, wow. And when you're going down, you're going down. There's nothing you can do about it. It's happening. So but again, I appreciate you all. Please rewatch and comment. I know Tammy, you often do, which is awesome. Um, but my schedule will be on my Facebook of when I come on, and also all of my friends. I'll have their schedules up there as well as they give them to me. So on that note, thank you again. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful morning, and I will see you guys tonight sometime. Late night, late night. I appreciate you all. This heart is for you. If I can get it in, because I don't put the camera down. Hold on, there we go. This heart, can I get it? Nope, can't get it. Hold on. Let's try this. I'm gonna get that heart in there. There it is. That heart is for you all for hanging out with me. I appreciate you, and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Bye, everybody. Ta-ta. Ta-ta.